I think it's whack. I think it's super trash because it's like.
So like, what? Here's the thing though. Like, what did the IE do to you? Did you get jumped by somebody from the IE in the past? Like what? Like
it's a superior.
You know?
It's a superior thing. Like we're better than you guys.
we're a bigger city and
Because,
that. I
yeah.
get it, but like, bro, come on, man. What's? I'm born and raised in Ontario all day, man. Like,
Yeah, Old Town all day, bro. I wasn't born here, but
Max was the turnout of my lifestyle. Smoking green, blowing white clouds to build the blue skies. Conversating with the gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Walk through the sands of times like Gara. On the other side of that gad is karma. You wear Prada, the devil like inside your box now. While the angels fly over my head.
I've never seen somebody on it.
We are back with another episode of the God's Hour podcast with your boy Big Sir Bavelli, back in the place to be, La America Superior Palace 81. We are live in effect, live and direct. It's your boy Mr. 9 Times, and this time we got Dub in the building knocking shit over in my fucking room, and I appreciate that very much. That's right, man. Just knock some more shit over. I invite you to knocking shit over in my room.
Ain't even trying to disrespect like that, man.
Pressy, do you think he's not trying to disrespect? Because that was a whole lot of disrespect in the honey bottle.
My bad, son. My bad.
We're going to do a quick drip check because man brought the pandas out here. So I forgot what Reeboks these are, but these are like basically knockoff Air Forces. Everyone wants to copy Air Forces all of a sudden.
I'm not going to lie. Those go hard.
Now these are fire, man. I had a pair
I'm not going to lie. Those really do go hard. I like those.
With the hoodies, man.
What's the exact name of those?
The Reebok, I'll tell you right now, this is on the shoe. They are Reebok BB 4000s. I don't know, 2 VAC 93. I don't know. I would say they're called BB 4000s because that's the first shit it says.
I really like those.
I appreciate it, man.
Honestly, I'd probably trade you for these.
What size are you?
13.
Damn, son, you got big ass feet. Nah, I'm a 12. There's no way.
I don't like the fact that I'm a 13, bro. Trust me. It's hard to find good shoes.
Yeah, it really is. And also too, like, they're more expensive. Like, let's say if you wanted to get fucking, let's just say, I don't know, Air Forces, like a size 12 would be like 100, and a size 13 might be like 120.
Maybe a little more.
Yeah, it's just the way that it goes.
These are basic though, dog.
What, the pandas?
Yeah, I'm just bringing them
Dude,
out.
Dude, pandas are still like
they're cool.
$1.15. You know,
but
right?
A lot of people talk shit on them
because
everybody has them and all this and that, and they're big, you know.
I was the time I got these, somebody was wearing the pandas and shit, and it's funny because the panda colorway only recently got, like, the black and white, you know, or panda as they say colorway, didn't get big until like recently, because before it would just be like people would wear dunks but they would wear different colors, and then the panda craze came out, and I thought pandas were a certain model. Like, I thought they were like, you know, special. Nah. But they're just regular black and white dunks.
Nah, they're really not, bro. I wish I had more dunks, bro. I really do, but I'm not too big into shoe collecting like that. I like collecting. I'm a big collector, though. I like to collect things. But shoes was never on the top of my list. But I love to collect stuff. I don't know what it is, bro.
It's just the hoarder genes.
Yeah, it's like
my grandma is a big hoarder. My mom's a big, especially with the shoes. My mom got hella purses and shoes.
Like, for example, bro, a pin right here, right? Like this pin.
I used to collect a lot of pins too.
And it's like, it does nothing. I can't use it. It's just sitting there. But like, for some reason I spend money and I want to spend money on that. You know what I mean? I have a whole like 2 boards of just pins from the top to the bottom.
I wish I still had my
Only-
Jessica Rabbit pin. It was like a heart, and she came out of it with the fucking titties and shit.
Jessica Rabbit?
Yeah, you don't remember Jessica Rabbit? Roger Rabbit? Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Oh, I
It
think
was his girl.
that's his girl.
Yeah. His girl with the fucking fat titties.
Big titties.
Yeah.
Big ass.
The original
Big ass
BBLs.
titties.
The original plastic surgery ass.
BB dubs.
Yeah.
Big old titties.
Nah, but I was at Foot Locker and I was getting these Reeboks and I seen somebody wearing those and he was like, fucking, these are the most comfortable shoes. I was like, how many shoes do you own? Dunks are the most fucking flat.
They're pretty flat.
Shoes of all time.
Those aren't flat though. Those they don't look flat.
They're not that flat, but they don't have that much padding in the soles. Like these are some of my more like this style, like the Air Force style has just a little bit of a cushion. Dunks are flat as fuck. That's why I feel like they had a lot of rep in the skater world.
Flat shoes are good for like the skating, yeah.
Yeah, which is I hate flat shoes, Vans and all that.
Imagine being flat-footed.
Oh yeah, you're fucked.
You know,
You're fucked as fuck. You would have to wear like, Air Monarchs and shit like that.
yeah. I got lucky. I have. Well, I don't know if I consider it luck, but I have like my foot. It's a natural curve, like at the, at the bottom, like from the heel to like the. Not like a huge curve, but you know what I mean. And then I heard flat-footed people, like, their feet hurt more when they walk. Like, you know what I mean?
I would guess so, but what's the difference between a flat-footed person and a non-flat-footed person? That doesn't.
I heard there's a big difference.
Is there?
Yeah.
I don't know, but when I was at the fucking store, he was like talking about how they're the most comfortable, and I think he wanted to buy either another pair of Dunks or like some Jordan ones. And I'm just like, that's my thing with people who really like shoes, is some of them only are like dedicated to one model. Like they'll only buy Jordan
Vans.
1s, or they'll only buy Vans, they'll only buy Dunks. And I have a pretty good variety of different shoes, but they're mostly runner shoes and they're all low tops. So like Fila's, I got some of them. I have like the Bennicles and all. These are new. Bennicles are new, and I got every color. Ray tracers, I try to get my hands on all of them, but like I don't like flat shoes. None of them are flat.
They don't. Yeah, you could tell because they all have the heel.
Yeah, they
have like that indent between the heel and then the.
Fuck, the light went out.
Damn.
God damn it.
It's all right.
That light took whatever.
A little bit of it probably looks cool.
No, it was a fucking bright light. Like
it was.
That shit.
It was, but.
God damn it.
It's just out of life, bro.
Shit out of luck, B.
It happens.
Nah,
That's
yeah,
life.
but my sneaker collection is very I have a good variety. So
why so many running shoes? Do you run?
No, that's my style.
You like them like that?
Like some people, yeah, like that's what I mean. Like some people, they only have high tops.
Yeah.
I have high tops too, but they're just not my favorite. Like they're not, it's not my go-to.
I'm guessing you don't like Dunks, huh?
I have a pair.
Yeah. See, I only have one pair too.
Yeah, but it's just not
my
my
only pair.
Yeah, it's just not my. They're just not my style.
Yeah.
But I'll rock them.
Cause I've tried a couple different colors and different pairs on, and the only ones that I was like, yeah, you know what, I like these was these.
But believe it or not, they have so many Dunks.
But also the grays too. I like a lot of the gray tones.
Mm-hmm.
And just darker. I love the darker ones. There's a shop that is in Rancho. They sell all Dunks, all bunch of like Spider, Supreme, all that stuff, and that's where I got them.
Spider Supreme.
Yeah, that's what they have. You know, one of those big like, they're the hype stores. You know. I only got them there because I know the guy that owns it, and he's a cool guy.
I think for me it's like I'm not into that whole hypebeast shit.
I'm not either, bro.
I could give a fuck less about what people like to wear and shit.
Yeah, I'm not. You're not gonna catch me wearing fucking Spider and Gucci belts.
What the fuck is Spider?
It's like the SPY and then it's a 5, and then the D and then ER. That's how it's spelled.
Is that like a skater brand or something?
It's just some brand that somehow blew up. I don't know when it blew up, but like everybody be wearing them, bro. It's so weird. I don't know where.
They're shoes?
No, they have shirts and long sleeves, and I think maybe they have some pants, but they got just clothes. It's a big, like, everybody wears them. Not everybody, but the people that can afford it. You never heard of it?
Nah, that's why I'm so surprised, because, like, everywhere I've been, I never heard of that shit.
I could probably show it to you. Because they're not bad designs, but they're very basic, and all it is the name. That's what makes them popular. Okay, so it looks like this. That's literally what the logo is right there. The webs, they just did it different.
That's actually pretty sick.
Yeah, so this
I'm not
one's...
gonna lie, it does look like a skater brand.
This one's going for... Oh, they got the joggers too.
I'm not a fan of the letter around the dick paws.
These sweatpants are going for $180.
My cousin was telling me about some brand. I don't want to shout out any other brands because they're my competition.
Yeah, no, I get you. My bad.
No, it's all good. But I was looking at what he was showing me, and I was like, this shit is like not that dope. It's like all these like streetwear brands. It's like the same. It's like they're fucking like it's either shit like it's all about money or half naked girls or like cartel shit or Scarface or The Godfather.
Yeah.
And Benjamin Franklin, and it's so silly.
I've seen like the pants with the big ass Benjamin on it.
Yeah.
And
that's the brand my cousin was talking about.
Yeah, that's mid.
No, it's like for kids.
It's mid.
You could sick tell it's just for little kids.
Kids they want to look, There's a style now, bro, that I can't explain. That every kid looks like that.
Like the Edgars?
Yeah, just like really like sagged pants.
Like baggy jeans?
Not even baggy. Sometimes it's just hella skinny and sagged. And they all look like that now.
I feel like that's been around, no?
No, that was like, I'm talking about, yeah, you know what, yeah, I guess, because it's kind of like a pretty boy, but like, now they progressed a little bit. Now they look a little different.
Really?
And Edgar, shout out to all the Edgars out there, bro. No, hey, you guys go hard.
Fuck no, what the hell? I ain't shouting no Edgars out. You ever see the Edgar dance? The Edgar. No. Nah, it's a dance. It's like Edgar, ting, 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 Edgar. That shit is funny, bro. I'm not gonna shit on my peoples and shit, but it's just kind of like, like when growing up we had like the swag fags.
That's
like,
what they basically are, but just a little bit more upgraded. Like it's the same thing. That was just the term back then. The term back then of an Edgar was a swag fag. No,
but I feel like Edgars have evolved into something else now.
The evolution of Edgars is pretty it's an insane evolution. Beautiful.
My cousin was an Edgar, and then we made fun of him to the point where he just shaved his head. No, yeah, because I mean, it's like, you look stupid as fuck.
That is so fucked.
Fuck, man. I want to say I saw it on Fools Gone Wild.
Oh, you're going to be on there forever. They post daily, bro.
Nah, I'm just trying to fucking see, like, because it's like 3 fools and they're doing the same dance routine. They're like, Edgar, ding, 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 ding. What the fuck is this shit?
You never seen that? You never seen that video where the cops pull up on them and they start playing that song all loud? And it's like, Edgar, Edgar, Edgar.
Nah. Bro. I don't be on TikTok like that, bro.
It's not TikTok, it's Instagram.
Are you talking about these dickheads? Shit like that?
Pretty much. Pretty much. And the walk is the same, too.
Yeah, because they sag to the point where it's like...
The walk is always the same. And I'm like, how did a walk become cool?
It's not cool at all.
How did a walk become like something that you want to do?
I swear I saw it on Twitter. If they call it Twitter anymore.
It's X.
Yeah.
Hey, don't be disrespecting the homeboy, SS. You guys disrespect this neighborhood every time you stand out. Don't you guys work?
Yeah. And Casper's working on his probation. I'm working on a new song. And Lucky's working on a tasty, delicious malt liquor.
That's right. That's what you guys need. More shit to make you stupid.
Oh, my God. Yo, George Lopez is the best, bro.
Yeah, I want to watch that show. I just don't know what it's on.
Oh, it's a show?
Yeah, it's a show. I think it's a show. It might be a movie. I don't know. You look it up though. I'm pretty sure you'll find it. It's either a show or a movie. But I wanted to watch it. It has like a lot of the newer, like Chicano comedians and shit. Like all the
I don't know. Oh, like Creeper and shit.
Yeah, it has like Cholo Fit, Creeper.
Oh, to be honest, man, like.
A lot of others, I don't know their name. Probably Concrete,
Oh, Concrete's funny as fuck. I don't know if you've ever seen the video of him where it's like he gets hit by a car and he's like rolling and shit.
Yeah. He's like, hold on.
Yeah, he's his bumper over. Okay?
Is his bumper okay? Yeah, I was laughing, bro. He does them so good.
Yeah.
Like there was the one where
that's not me, dog.
He's like, that's not me, dog. That's not me. And then Super Ego is another one.
Oh, dude. If you don't know who that is, man, you're talking about a legend, bro.
And it's old school. He was doing stuff for a long time, bro.
Oh yeah, with the you're Mexican if.
Yeah.
You ever see those?
That one too.
Old school. I love the one where he's like, you're Mexican if you pick lemons from your neighbor's tree.
Oh
even though you have your own lemon tree.
Yeah. Yeah, that one
He's like, shut the fuck up, eh? These are sweeter.
Super Ego, there's a couple more I can't think of, but yeah, bro, they're all in that movie.
It's a movie.
Show, either show or movie. I can't remember.
I don't know, man. But yeah, I got like with the raza and the culture and everything, it's just everything is shifting and like to be honest, like I'm not even tapped in like that. I know there's the Brown Bag podcast. I don't know if you know, like with Duno. I don't know if you know who Duno is.
Yeah, I do. I know who Duno is.
But they were talking hella shit about fools from the IE. I don't know if you've seen that.
No, you should show me it.
I don't know if I could find it, but basically,
who?
That's like it's a weird thing. Not with everybody from LA, but a lot of people from LA. They say, "Oh, people from the IE are LA rejects." Me and my cousin were gonna fuck this fool up for saying that.
LA rejects. Well, for one, I'd never lived in LA at all.
Yeah.
And if I wanted to, I would go take my happy ass and sit my ass down wherever apartment I find and live in LA. How are you going to drive? Because a reject is somebody that gets drived out of the city, right? And they can't live there no more. Or they're just scared. I don't know.
Just living in LA, being from LA, being from all these different places, but when someone from the IE does it, it's like, whoa. Let's change that. Let's not do that. And people will lose that, though. Where are you from? Oh, I live out here. Then the IE name dies. It's not there anymore. We have so much talent, bro, and it doesn't all need to go to LA.
It hurts us when they're like, they don't say where they're from, and they move to LA, and they're like, oh, I'm from LA. It's like, nah, like, all this talent's coming from over here. Imagine how much bigger we would be or how much more known we'd be if these artists would...
That's not really my point. They're just bitching and complaining and shit. What I do not like, though, is, like, fools... be repping like Compton and they live in Fontana.
Oh, so that too is like, okay, you came from Compton, but it's not where you're from, it's where you're at.
Yeah.
It's not about where you're from, bro. It's where you're at. This is where you're at right now. You ain't in Compton anymore. Like, I don't care that you're from Compton or you're from wherever. Like, you're
and at least
now you're in Victorville.
Yeah, at least in a song, be like, yeah, exactly. Fools from LA, you know, they go to Moval or they go to Victorville or some shit.
Yeah,
and then it's like,
and no disrespect to them, it's just like, you're in Victorville now, bro. You know, we're not in LA. It's just,
yeah, at least in a song address it and be like, you know, I'm from LA, now I stay in Victorville, some shit like that.
I don't know about that, but I just know what you meant.
I'm talking about rappers. I'm talking about like, it's just weird, bro. I get if you live your whole life in one city and you just move, but you're like,
been there for a few years now.
Yeah.
You know, you're
and you don't really
in.
identify with it still, so you're just still repping.
You've been out of the city for a while. You haven't been back. But then again, there's some that go back from Victorville to LA. They go back to their hood and then pick stuff up. And
yeah. I mean, I guess so. If like your whole identity and your whole life is wherever you came from, I get that.
I actually known some people like that. They would only go back if they needed like something. You know, like even Fontana. Like I know somebody that was from Fontana and moved to Victorville, but
still IE shit though.
Yeah, but they had it tatted all over them, you know. So it's like, damn, you live in Victorville now, and you have all this Fontana shit tatted on you. It's kind of like, you know, it's burned.
Fontana's active like that?
Yeah, bro. There was a gang out there. I think there's a few, but I don't really want to mention the name of the gang, but yeah, they had a gang out there. There was a few rappers from there that passed away. One of them was no. Fuck. I forgot the rapper, bro. But he was from Fontana and he passed away. He was shot in LA.
What?
Yeah. I got you right now.
I'm still trying to see what the fuck. Dude on the whole Brown Bag podcast, we're talking hellish shit.
I've watched his podcast with like, his name is Big Blackie from Fontana.
I don't fucking know who that is.
Yeah, I know. Of course you don't. It's not like it's not the type of really music you listen to.
What the fuck?
But do we all agree that
LA's better?
No, I still don't.
No.
I still don't.
Do we all? I think we're like, oh, we see you. But how do you guys feel about the IE?
Damn.
Do we all agree on how we feel about the IE?
Yeah. Honestly,
It's whack.
Thumbs up or thumbs down, IE?
they're just out there doing their own thing. They're doing dumb. Can we get an IE sucks on 3? 1, 2, 3. IE sucks.
You guys are coming in and being like, what? Our comers are nice.
A lot of people go to the IE because they can't afford to live in either spot. So like,
I mean, because we're fighting for the top spot, but like, you know, they're lucky. They're happy with the third.
Yeah. I love it. We're not alone on
Hell yeah.
Hey, you know what though? I'm not too like, I don't
What's
know.
one good thing about it?
What's one good thing about it? Some bitches. They got bitches out there. They do. They got bitches.
Bitches?
Dahi got bitches.
And they're easily impressed, bro.
They're easily what?
They're easily impressed? Bruh, let me tell you something. A lot of people have come from LA to the IE for like generations now.
That's been a thing for years.
It's been a thing for years. The fact that these fucking guys...
And there's some solid ones that come from LA to the IE, like solid ones that don't talk shit on the IE, they grew up, went and did a long ass bid. Now they're, you know, living in Ontario or fucking
wherever else,
San Bernardino, you know, because they're trying to stay away from LA. They changed their life around. They just did 15, 20.
I just think it's super corny when people try to be on this like, oh, fuck the IE, fuck LA, because it's like, you know, I got ties like a lot of different places, you know. It just doesn't make sense to me to be like on some hater shit like, oh, fuck the IE. And I think it's whack. I think it's super trash because it's like...
So, like, here's the thing, though. Like, what did the IE do to you? Did you get jumped by somebody from the IE in the past? Like what? Like
it's a superior.
You know?
It's a superior thing. Like we're better than you guys.
we're a bigger city and that.
Because-
I
yeah.
get it, but like, bro, come on, man. What's? I'm born and raised in Ontario all day, man. Like,
Yeah, Old Town all day, bro. I wasn't
know?
born here, but I've stayed here for a good amount of my life. So it's like, I rep this shit all day because I was always moving around a lot as a kid. I wouldn't stay just in one place, but like, here's where I fucking like I made my bones for like years now, for at least a good 15. No, not even 15 years. Since I was what, like 14?
yeah.
Yeah, so almost 15 years. So it's like almost half my fucking life I've been here with the peoples and shit. There's a lot of doing at IE. If you're just from LA and you come from over here, of course you don't know shit. It's just like if you go to LA, like what's there to do? Just go to fucking Universal or whatever. Like no, there's like you gotta know people and you ingratiate yourself with the people.
Yeah, no, I say I'm born not in Ontario, but I was born in Fontana, and I also did live in Fontana for some years as well as Wisconsin. But Ontario is where I feel like is Ontario and Fontana, because I kind of spent a good amount of time going to Fontana a lot, and Ontario, and Rialto a little bit too.
Stop licking yourself.
But Ontario's where, like you said, I feel like I've just lived here, and it feels more like home to me.
Mm-hmm. No, this will always be home for me. I want
The
a house
IE in
over
general
here.
feels like home to me, to be honest. Like,
Yeah.
I could go through from here, take you all the way to San Bernardino, and or even down 4th Street to Pomona, take Holt. You go all the way from it. It'll change from on Holt, and you keep going, and then eventually you hit Pomona.
The only thing I don't like about LA is the fucking traffic and the parking. Some places you can't even park in LA.
Yeah, no,
gotta
that's
pay like
the thing.
$5.
That's the thing I hate about LA. But you know what the thing is? I like LA, despise the driving part.
Yeah.
I wish I could just get around in LA, in which you can, but it's harder with just taking buses, and the train doesn't really. I don't think it goes to every spot you want to go. You might get off here, and then you have to walk 5 miles just to get to the spot you're really trying to be, and that's the closest you can get to it on the train. Or New York ain't like that. You could take the fucking subway anywhere in New York, bro.
Yeah, you been there?
No. that's literally how it is out there.
I don't know, man. New
talk to
York
any
is a
New-
whole different entire conversation.
No, I know. I'm just saying, but that's the difference between LA and New York. In New York, you can get anywhere on foot by taking the subways and shit. In LA, you kind of can too, but it's a lot more steps and things you got to do to it.
I don't know. But just talking about like how shit changes over the years, like how do you think like graffiti has changed over the years from like when you started to like now?
Honestly, when I started, it was already changed, and when I was a kid, a lot of people were saying it's dead because everything was getting buffed. And it would get buffed really just within a week, and nobody was really painting. A lot of people were getting caught during that time and getting raided and getting their house raided when I first started. And so when I started, people were saying that it was dead. And then I just kept doing it anyways, I didn't really start until I was around like 15. That's when I actually bombed stuff and actually painted and went out of my city to go paint other cities like Fontana or San Bernardino or Rialto.
You have to, man, because you can't paint over here.
There's certain places in Ontario. There's some good train yards to paint trains,
but that's it.
And some spots too, like on State Street. There's a lot of good shit on State Street. There's a whole yard there, to paint, but it's hot. I think it's a little hot now. It's definitely, but it's all bombed. I'm pretty sure if the cop sees it, he's probably gonna be like, whatever.
Yeah.
But there's
you don't worry
chance
about the cops, rolling by when you're piecing or bombing?
On a train, not really, no. Worry more about train workers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, train workers, and yeah, that's it. But most of them are really cool. They're chill.
You've talked to them and shit?
No, I'm saying like, yeah, I've talked to one before, but I've only had one that I was like, I was a couple beers in, and I was just like, man, I'm not about to hide from this dude right now. And I was like, hey, bro, like he had the flashlight, got off the train, he walked up, and I was like, hey, bro, like I'm only gonna be like 15 more minutes, and he was like, yeah, it's cool, bro, like it's no big deal, like it's fine as long as you don't break into these things or damage anything. As long as you're not going over the number. I was like, and I can already see you're not doing that. It's fine, but like just try not to let us catch you here too much.
Oh wow, he gave you a pass.
Some of them are also riders.
Oh really?
The workers, yeah.
That would make a lot of sense.
Yeah, a lot of them.
Because they know the whole schedule.
Yeah, a lot of them are riders. And then, what's it called? But yeah, on the street, of course, you worry about a cop. But that's just how it is.
I duck regardless. If it's a park ranger, you know what I mean?
Yeah, police in general, yeah. You're always going to be worried about it, but it's not like I'm out here painting every day, you know? Like I used to, so.
What do you think are like the best the best paints and the best brands out there?
Definitely Montana, or and Molotov Belton, but it's it's expensive as shit.
I don't even think I've seen one of those cans.
Belton's like, man, you want good paint? That's definitely the paint to go to, but just know you can't rack it, and yeah, you can't.
Unrackable?
Yeah, you can't. They're not in stores. They don't sell it at Hobby Lobby or Michael's like they do Iron Lac. But even with Iron Lac, it's locked behind a case. You know, what are you going to do? Break the glass for a couple fucking cans?
It's not worth it.
It's not worth the risk. It's not, you know. The reward of taking home some cans, whether it's 20 or 10, is still not worth the outcome of you possibly getting caught and charged. Because did you know now, stealing like how it was where they were like letting them go and not touching them and shit, now the cops are coming because Prop 30 had just passed, and Prop 30, it is basically, even if you have only stole like $600, $300 worth of stuff, they're still booking you, and it's getting counted as a felony now.
Ooh.
So just know, guys, you can't just run and do a smash and grab anymore. It's
that makes a lot of sense because now I see a lot of less. Dude, when I first started working where I worked, and you know everyone knows already, I've already said that I clean buses, but there would be one route where on like at least 2 or 3 buses, there'd be a bunch of pop tags, a pile of pop tags, hangers, and the what are those where they scan them and take them off? I don't know if they're die packs.
They are.
They're die packs?
Yeah, they're supposed to blow up.
Yeah. But literally like a handful of those on the floor with hangers.
It's LA, yeah.
Yeah. Like, but I don't really see that anymore, so that's probably why.
It's fucked, but it's LA. It's really, it's crazy, bro.
I don't know. Who are your top 5 riders and crews? We'll start with riders.
Fuck, that's a hard question, bro. I mean, top 5 riders. So from number 1, which I think is like one of the dopest, would have to probably be, damn. I mean, I would say Saber, but a lot of people love Saber, and who doesn't love Saber? You know, he
I'm not saying you can't count nobody. You can't not count nobody just because everyone loves him. Like they love him for a reason.
I was trying to
it's fucking Saber, bro.
Yeah. Definitely Norm, because not only was he a good rider, but he came a very well tattoo artist, and he really excelled in that and was such a good tattoo artist as well as graffiti artist. And he also took it to really far
heights,
lengths to paint graph. So he was definitely also on the top 5, as well as Battle, because I remember like Battle 663. I remember, you probably don't know who that is. No, yeah, if you're a writer, everybody knows Battle 663K. When I was a kid, anytime I would go to a yard, I would see at least a tag of his. You know, not like a kid, but I was at least like 18, 17.
And explain what a yard is.
It's just a big layup of freight cars, train. It's a train engine, and then behind that engine is a shit ton of freight cars. Sometimes maybe only, a couple if it's a loading dock.
But I'm thinking of like a yard, like a parking lot yard.
No, it's usually in
those are yards though, right?
A parking lot?
Yeah.
A yard is,
or something like that. Cuz I know there's a I thought a yard was just like a big like either parking lot or an empty lot, and it's just
like in LA?
Yeah, in LA, like where it's just,
that's not really a yard. That's just like that's just a spot, like, I guess.
But yeah, like it'll literally be like, okay, it'll be like a OFA yard.
Yeah, big ass.
You know what I mean? And it'll just be all just them.
So a yard is usually a big building, and then it goes all the way down, and all of it's bombed with pieces. Or a yard is somewhere where you go and trains sit, like in the middle of, it could be
on
anywhere.
The tracks, right?
On the tracks, and they sit on the tracks until it's time for them to go, and sometimes people will be piecing them, and the car will leave. The train will take off, and now they can. That's why you see a lot of trains, and sometimes you'll see pieces. If you ever benched a whole train go by, you'll see pieces that it's just the outline and the 3D. That's because the car took off on them, or they had a run for some reason. But there's a lot of cases where the car will start driving as they're still painting.
Yeah. You'll see like the last letter's not done.
Yeah,
or some shit
something like that. I actually have a few examples of that. I took one. It said Bernie Sanders. Yeah, it was pretty.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
that's weird.
They painted it on a auto rack, and it was just Bernie Sanders outline, but the lettering wasn't that bad. I was like, maybe this guy's actually good, but he's just fucking around.
Oh, yeah, that's crazy.
There just wasn't a fill-in.
Yeah, that's weird. There's some. That's one thing I love about Ontario is right there. You'll see. It's like by the airport, those train tracks.
So that's kind of like a yard. Like when they sit there.
Yeah.
You see how they sit there for a long time?
Oh, yeah.
That's like considered like a yard, but the engine is not so far away. And the train isn't really like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just burnt. That's a burnt spot.
Is it?
Yeah.
Cops roll through all the time?
Not cops, but like, they're like train workers, train police, I guess you can say. They roll by in like a truck, and they have a little yellow light at the top flashing, and they roll by on each side on the dirt.
No way.
On the sides of the cars.
That's a burnt spot? Fuck.
Yeah, that bridge right there though used to get painted all the time. Then they buffed it.
Fucking assholes.
Yeah, it was there for like 6 years, and then they finally buffed it. But it was just there. I hit it, and all got buffed.
What do you think are the top 5 crews? Wait, what? We didn't even say the top 3 riders. You just said like 3 people.
Fucking.
You said
Norm,
Saber, Norm, Battle.
And I'm gonna mention a newer rider just because I'm talking about like. Definitely this guy Hammer goes hard from MSK.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
You know who Snap is? MTA?
Snaps?
Or I don't know, Snap. He's MTA.
No, there's a lot of cats in MTA. I don't know all of them. I know like.
Well, he's been getting up, and he's been hitting up a lot of the buses and shit, giving us a lot of work. So
shout out to
Snap because
he's catching mad scribes.
He's he hit up on it was a fat, like you tell, he did like a big Astro tip on the side of the bus.
Yeah,
and they were like,
"That's what's up."
They were like, they wanted me to take it off. I was like, "Bitch, I ain't gonna take that shit off. What the fuck? That's the body shops.
That's the body shop's work.
That's the body shop work." Well, because I've heard stories of like this girl. She fucking However, the paint reacted with the chemicals because they're on the side of the with the because we have shit just for markers and shit. We don't really have like chemicals to take off spray paint. Whenever there's spray paint, I don't touch it, and I always write a card, and we'll have the body shop take care of that shit. But I know an incident with this girl. The spray paint reacted with the chemical, and it got on her hand or something, and her fucking shit started bubbling or whatever.
Jesus.
I'm like, I'm not gonna do that, bro. Like, we have fools that are specifically, that's them. Like, it ain't us. You know what I mean?
Fucking, that's terrible.
No, but shout out to him though, cause he's giving out work and shit. But Hammer's cool.
Yeah.
What does he be doing? Like throwies or what?
No, he's a lot of freights. He's a freight rider. He paints a lot of sick ass pieces on freights. I actually have a picture of a couple of them because I've ran into them in person. I have like one or two. And then also Strike, because I used to see him when I was a kid and I saw a lot of his freights. And I recently saw him at a Tiny Giant freight show. That shit was cool. But I didn't see him in person. I saw his little whole scale. It's called a whole scale mini. It's like a little mini train car.
That shit's hard. I need one of those.
I got some pictures of that too. I could show you.
You have your own, right?
I got like 4 or 5
that you hit up.
2 of them I still need to paint them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And how do you like go about? Do you like sketch it out first and then?
Yeah, try to. It's kind of hard on that material. It's like plastic, so you got to sketch it out with like I don't know. You could use like a pen and you'll still see the ink, and then paint it with a paintbrush.
Oh, you can't do it with like
you
Sharpies
could do it with
and shit?
You could do it with not Sharpies. I wouldn't do it with Sharpies unless
like
you
the
just
paint one, like the Sharpie paint ones.
Oh yeah, Sharpie paints. Yeah, you could do it with those, but they have to be really skinny tips. Some of these trains are really small and there's not a lot of surface. So the tips have to be really small, like at least 0.2 or 1.
Oh shit. See, I don't even know anything about that shit. I've been out the game for so long.
No, it's all good. But also, and then as far as crews go, MSK, LOD, and like those are like crews.
Lords of Destruction?
Lokes on Dope, yeah, Lords of Destruction.
I don't know if you know K4P.
K4P, they're from South Central.
What is it? I met a old head from K4P and shit, and we had seen a big fucking K4P. I don't know if it was a mural or it was a big like they took the whole wall and put Crush for Power,
like a roller, yeah.
Not even a roller. It was like a really well done, like a really well done, like it was fucking goddamn near a mural. Even though it was no characters and shit,
that's sick.
It was like they took the whole wall to paint the whole shit. But I remember that old head. We didn't even know he was from K4P, but he was like around the family and shit. And he was like, I'm from K4P, and we were like, what? That was like when we were first getting into graffiti too, when we were like 11, 12. And we're like, yeah, man, we seen one of them shits that said Crush for Power, and he was like, oh yeah, well when I was growing up, it was Kill for Power. I was like, fuck.
It's everything.
I don't know. Yeah.
There's so many different.
But when he said that, I was like, oh, what the fuck? That just lets you know like what type of time they were on. Like it didn't matter.
And then definitely like OTR.
Are we gonna wrap it up right now, Pop?
That's it, 7 o'clock. We gotta go.
Right.
Oh yeah, we do gotta go.
What is that? The 4th one?
Yeah,
OTR, that was and then what? Name one more.
Jesus, there's so many good ones.
What about that crew you told me you wanted to be in?
Oh, those are local crews. You know, those are local.
You can name them.
I mean, yeah, probably for sure. Like just because I grew up seeing them, I definitely grew up seeing them a lot. Which was TGR, you know, DOC, UDR. Oh, MDR. I know it's a lot of DRs, but it's all the R's at the end, really. But yeah, MDR for sure.
Why? What does the R at the end stand for?
No, it's just.
Oh, it's just that's the last letter.
Yeah, it's the last letter.
Okay.
Like they all stand. Times Get Rough, which is TGR. You know, Triumph, Glory, Respect, TGR. You know,
that's
and then
hard.
MDR. That one's a sick ass crew too.
I like when it's just one word that represents all 3 letters.
It's dope, bro. Super dope.
Like Locomotives, LMS.
Yeah.
Locomotives.
That's sick.
Message of the day, man, is find a creative passion and have fun. And don't get into no crazy, stupid shit, bro. But if you are, you might as well just have fun while you're doing it.
Just painting on walls, man. No big deal.
Dub, I want to appreciate you for coming on again. We're going to have another one soon.
For sure.
This is the Gods
Stay up.
Hour. Let's go see Cat Williams.
For sure.
Max was the turnout of my lifestyle. Smoking green, blowing white clouds to build the blue skies. Conversating with the gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Walk through the sands of times like Gara. On the other side of that gad is karma. You wear Prada, the devil like inside your box now.
While the angels fly over my headstone.